Yo, what's up with it? This your boy Noonie, and this is Leo in the third house, back with another reading. That's gonna be another random reading for another random sign. We're gonna figure out who's it for. Hey man, about 2 hours ago, I just told all the last two signs, and ironically, or not even ironically, I'm not even gonna say coincidentally, because it's so weird. I did 3 readings 2 hours ago: Capricorn, Pisces, and Gemini, right? And then I just did 2 readings just now. And so I had to put them back in the jar, Capricorn and Pisces and Gemini. I had to put them back in the jar because it turned out that my microphone wasn't even on. So I wasted an hour and a half, but I didn't really waste it because it was great messages that came out. So I remembered them, but they weren't, they're not where you could hear them, you guys, right? So after I filmed them or whatever, I tell my boy, I'm like, yo, man, they didn't work. I filmed them, and then nobody got to hear them. And you can't hear him. He was like, well, just redo them. I was like, I'm gonna let the cards decide. And I'll be damned if Pisces and Capricorn didn't just come up the last reading. So if Gemini come up this reading, I want y'all to know that y'all really need to have this message, all right? But anyway, let's get started. Because even if you're not a Gemini, this will be for you. Also, thanks to all my people who like, share, subscribe, comment, tell your other peoples and whatnot. I appreciate y'all very much. So, wow, I didn't even know that I did not have those last 2 cards in there. But we're gonna rock with it like it is, because it's still gonna go. All right, so having faith in your dreams, all right? Something that you want to come true, you're needing to have faith in, all right? You need to believe in it. We know this already. But this is also like the beginning of it, like getting started on it. So you need to have faith in something that you're just getting started in. Might be the early beginning phases, but you're feeling bold, you're feeling confident. You just need to keep believing in it. All right? That's the overall energy. Ooh. Some type of confusion at work. Maybe many options in your employment. Okay. Or it has to do with a relationship. Partnership. Could be work, because you got community around. Could be work. Okay. All right, so you come in here compromising somehow with a group of people or some type of partnership with a group of people that you're working with. All right, but there's like some type of confusion. Maybe things aren't exactly as they appear to you. And that might be what's going on. Maybe it's too many other things to sort through. It's like maybe your wardrobe, or like just too many things going on with it that you can't really pick or decide or choose in what direction to go after. All right, so there's this energy of you feeling like you might have been left out or abandoned, but you're not really bothered by it. You're like suppressing that emotion. You're suppressing that emotion, but your advice to come out of this feeling of feeling left out or abandoned, or this feeling of lack, your advice is to come out of that. We're going to also go further with that and see what else. Your advice is to come out of that. Start looking elsewhere. You're needing to do something. Oh, okay. Yeah, don't let your pride get in the way. A personal issue reaches resolution is your advice. And this has to do with non-traditional either career or non-traditional relationships, possibly a divorce, or possibly maybe you lost I'm not gonna say you lost a job, but maybe you did lose a job. But it's something that's keeping you from actually looking at yourself or internalizing yourself. This is where you're getting this feeling of being left out in the cold, or not being as resourceful, or not being able to really feel this feeling of emotional satisfaction. All right, so you're juggling here, and you're trying to make practical sense of the situation. That's like consciously what you're thinking of. You're trying to make practical sense of this feeling of not being happy. So you're trying to make practical sense of it, but it's really because you need to do deep introspection within yourself. All right, you're needing to question what's going on and really kind of like isolate yourself from other people. It's this friend group or this relationship that's kind of clouding your judgment. This friend group could be people from church, possibly a father figure who's a little bit emotionally manipulative. All right. Or if it's not a father figure, it's just someone who you see in a role of authority, who might be using your feelings against you. And it has to do with your relationships. They might be clouding up your judgment in your relationships. But what it is they have you juggling and like trying to make you be practical about your emotions. And you have a lot of emotions, but you're just not really internalizing it. As well as, when this King of Cups is here, you're not really internalizing it. You're not really feeling the full range of your emotions. So you're juggling them. It's giving you a level of anxiety, all right, and a discontentment. And it's because you're like, either you're following the advice of a pastor. It's got to be someone in church or someone like clergy, a lawyer, judge, someone in like a higher authority in like the spiritual community, or someone societally high, but they're using their power in the wrong way, and you're trusting their judgment. But you're needing to really listen to your own inner guidance. So you're needing to separate from these people. So maybe in the near future, there's going to be something that you're going to illuminate about them. You're going to maybe notice something about them, and there may be a need for forgiveness. All right. And it's your advice is a personal issue reaches resolution, and don't let pride get in your way. All right. So you could be dealing with a Cancer, could be dealing with a Leo, could be dealing with a Virgo, could be dealing with a Taurus, could be dealing with a Leo. And that's what I got so far. All right. So there's this energy of not letting your pride get in the way. All right. So maybe you were wrong. There's energy, maybe you might have been wrong, but this is what you got: grounded and rooted. All right. So I'm getting that you're going, oh, okay, and intimacy. So someone might have been throwing dirt on a relationship that you had. There might have been gossip, possibly from church members or people who were like in your community, friends, and they might have clouded up what was going on. They might have confused you. That might have been what added the confusion. So this made you either like hold back on your emotions and not express yourself fully. And this is where you got this energy of being left out in the cold. So it's like, if you don't want to go back in the cold, you might need to go back and address them, or not let pride get in your way. I get begging, because these are beggars. So you might need to go back and beg this loving person. All right. You might need to go back and beg this loving person, but that may not be the case. But it could be for some people. Y'all may need to go back and not necessarily beg, but kind of like ask for maybe forgiveness, because the Hierophant is here. So maybe ask for forgiveness from this loving, nurturing person. Because I'm seeing it both ways. It's a bunch of different ways, but something about either a pastor or a clergyman or a lawyer or someone who's got like authority over other people. Something's gonna be illuminated. You're gonna notice it. You yourself are gonna realize it. All right. And then you're not gonna then that's like, you're gonna be able to lovingly fix another situation by going back and either apologizing or expressing love and emotion, and not letting your pride get in the way. Because you're not going to be able to fully express yourself if you let your pride get in the way. This has to do with intimacy and allowing someone to really see your feelings and emotions. All right. So here's your advice. Your advice. Okay. So this is your trigger statement. Your trigger statement is, this is too good to be true. Now, your true statement is, it can only get better. So allow yourself to experience more joy and love. Raise your resonance by swimming in the sweetness of life. Intimacy. All right. So the King of Cups, he's one who deals with his emotions all day long. It's like it's a storm. He has an overabundance of emotions. So much so that he's gotten so used to just being out there alone and his own feelings that he knows how to roll with the punches. He knows how to roll with the ebb and flow of emotions. He's open and he's okay. He's patient and he's caring. He's loving. He's nurturing, and he's intuitive. It's like he just knows what to do and what to say and how to make you feel better, or how to turn you on or how to turn you off through your feelings. All right. That's the King of Cups. So this is what you got: grounding, rooted. I am somewhere else. So this is you either feeling undecisive or just elsewhere. And this is that Two of Pentacles feeling. It's juggling. It's being anxious or not able to control two things at once, or two ways of being or two ways of thinking at once. All right. And this is also trying to be more practical about your decisions. It could also be money troubles, but it doesn't have to be. It could be just trying to juggle money, but it could also be just trying to make practical sense of your emotions as opposed to feeling them. You prefer to put them behind your back, like put them behind you and just stick with what's here in front of you. All right. So you're grounding. So you may be feeling that you are somewhere else, right? Not being present in the moment. Instead, ground yourself right here, right now. Everything is perfect. right? Allow your energy to shift to the material world or the physical world where it is needed to help you complete what you set out to do. And that's having faith in your dreams, all right? So you're going to be, likely in the outcome. Your likely outcome is the Eight of Cups, walking away emotionally from something that you have built that wasn't quite satisfying, in the hopes of finding your Nine of Cups, which is your own wish fulfillment, all right? And you had the moon here in this picture. I'm peeping the moon, which has to do with you following your intuition, following what's best for you. So somewhere in there, you might have illuminated that someone else might be giving you bad advice, bad information, all right? And you're gonna be walking away from this. So you may be walking away from an emotional situation where, and it says emotions are running high. So yeah, you're walking away from a situation that wasn't really quite fulfilling, and it wasn't giving you the actual, like, it wasn't fulfilling to you emotionally the way you need it. And now you're following your intuition, going for what it is that you want emotionally, finding your own Ten of Cups, your own wish fulfillment, because right now you're discontented with how things are. Yeah, but emotions are running high. So this is definitely going to be a moment where there might be a little bit of a frustration, anger. You may really have to express yourself, but don't let pride get in the way of this. Don't let your ego hold you up from really being genuine and saying what it is that you really feel. Don't be afraid to express yourself. Don't be afraid to go back and apologize. Don't be afraid to go back and ask for forgiveness from someone that you might have done wrong. Okay? A personal issue is going to reach resolution with this. And emotions may be running high in this moment, but don't let your pride get in the way. So, Jewel is your advice. Every event in life presents us with a new opportunity to experience ever greater love. There is a jewel to be found within every teardrop. Trust, we, your angels, are guiding the current events. This is a time in which you and those close to you will emerge strengthened by ever greater bounds of love. Trust, there is nothing to fear. There is only love. And then you have prayer. Dear guardian angel, help me to believe that all is possible through love. Help me to manifest my dreams, having faith in your dreams. Help me to manifest my dreams and live an inspiring and fulfilling life. Help me to feel God's presence in every moment. Help me feel eternally loved. Thank you for being always by my side. So let's shake it up and see who this is for. Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. So thanks for watching. My name is Noonie, and this is Leo in the third house.